thing is, it sucks because I ain't know you was a liar. I thought that you was cool and I thought you kept it real. But you don't. I don't think you keep it real. I think you're mean.
Oh shit.
And I think you're full of shit. And here's the thing, I'll keep your name out my mouth. But when somebody bring you up and say, oh, I don't think Knotless would make something up, I'm going to say, you know what? You never know. Because she's made other stuff up before. She's lied about other stuff. You lied when you said you never brought up Black Swan name. I got confirmation of that. You did go back and tell T that Black Swan was talking shit about her. And then you lied and said you never brought her up. That was a lie. Now, whether or not you lying about Black Swan talking shit, that's something that I can't verify. But you definitely brought her up.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the thing. The only thing is that I don't have no smoke. I just don't like. No, it's not a lie. It's not a lie because I got confirmation. So I don't believe you. You brought her up. Who brought her up? Santa Claus? Rudolph? Who brought up Black Swan in that conversation, saying that she was talking about T? I already, as far as us, I already said what I had to say to y'all. I don't like how y'all carried the situation. It is what it is. We don't have to be in the same spaces. It's fine. I don't like beefing with Black women. I really don't. I don't want to argue with y'all. But I'm going to call it how it is. I think you be making stuff up. Now, if you made up that, or if you didn't, then that's going to suck. I don't know what's worse. And I said that. I said, I don't know it's worse if somebody made up this story about this person who I call my friend. Yes, Curry, girl. And don't talk to me, Smoke. I don't like you either. I don't like you either because I don't like how you carried the situation either.
Not that we hold on. This is Marlene's space, and she does not carry. No. I'm just saying this is Marlene's space, and we're not doing all that hooping and hollering.
Yeah, so definitely you can absolutely say your piece. Nobody gonna cut you off, none of that, and then we can, keep it moving. So go ahead, Smoke. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Take your time. Because we definitely can have conversation. And we're going to keep it. Yeah, it definitely was supposed to be a recap. But we're going to show to fuck with each other afterwards. And of course, I'm saying we in general, for the people in the hallway who like stuff like this. Yes, we're going to keep it real cute. But while we're waiting, it is coming up to the end of Mental Health Awareness Month. I hope everybody's taking care of their mental health. Whatever you believe in, just know that there's an opposite. And whatever that opposite is, it is. Hold on. What you mean? What you mean you ain't that bitch?
I said, ain't that a bitch?
Oh, my bad. Listen, let me put my glasses on. Thank you.
Yeah, please do that.
Please.
Let me put my glasses.
Yeah, coming up on the end of Mental Health Month and all this bullshit going on.
Turn up in your own damn eyes.
Yeah, okay. Listen, Lala, because you know the backstory. Bree, I got to catch you up. Okay, I
turn up in your own damn eyes.
I see it now. All right.
It's peaceful over here. We liking that TT.
I'm back. Okay. Sorry about that. So,
okay, so
what happened?
I'm going to finish my disclosure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the end of Mental Health Month. Mental Health Awareness Month. Y'all go touch some grass. Y'all go stand in the sun. The sun loves us. Okay, so let's keep it going. But go ahead, Smoke.
Yeah, I was asking what happened. I was coming up for Knotless because it was saying that she lied. What did she lie about exactly?
She lied about bringing up Black Swan to tea.
Black Swan and T.
Black is
What?
beautiful.
And T who? I'm sorry.
He is black is beautiful.
Oh, okay. And how did she lie about that?
Because she said that she didn't bring her up and she did.
During what conversation?
During the conversation where she told Black is beautiful that Black Swan was talking about her behind her back. And then she said that she didn't say that.
She said that she didn't say that?
Yeah, she said that she never brought up Black Swan.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
Was there anything else? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I missed it because I was busy doing something.
I have something to. I have something to say. I do. So Knotless is unavailable to come and speak for herself right now. I know that
Yeah.
she baby cousin then graduated top 10. Claps up for that. But I think here's the thing when it comes to your friend group. Let that person handle their own battles is what I'm saying. So if she was not available to do that today, we could revisit that another day. Another day. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But in all fairness and respect, Smoke says she doesn't know anything about that. So
Okay,
she's not.
but
You know what I'm
she
saying?
did just come up here and say that I'm here on behalf of Knotless.
Yeah, but she
Yeah,
asked.
his knowledge here though. And I don't
Yeah,
think that you could dictate. I don't. Hold on.
no. I'm not saying don't have your friends back. I'm not
And I
saying
what
that. I'm not
look,
saying
you're
that.
not going to tell me when to step and not to step. That's not how
Okay,
that works.
Jesus
And that's
Christ.
it.
Here we go.
And
Here we
that's
go.
it.
Here we go.
Bree wasn't even in that call, so I don't even know why she thinks she know what
Okay,
happened.
there's Knotless. Thank you.
Smoke, Smoke was in that call. I literally told Black Swan. Swan know about this whole situation. Me and Black Swan had a conversation on Discord 2 days after I spazzed out on SJ for coming up minding somebody else's business. Now here we are with Bree minding somebody else's business. You were not there. I literally said that I had a conversation with Black Swan. I said that to Black Swan. Black Swan came to my live. So you over here me riding, doing all this weird stuff because I checked you about coming into a Discord that you had no business in, a VC call, and asked you to leave. You just mad. And that's what you do. You weren't even in that call. No, I never not said I didn't speak to Black Swan. You up here caping and capping. I don't like that about you. That's the reason why I don't fuck with you. I said this to Black Swan. Nobody said anything about Black Swan talking about T or whoever the fuck she is. What I said was I had a conversation with Black Swan about T being a coon. Black Swan said nothing, but I agree with whatever it is I was saying. So you coming up here saying all this weird shit, bitch, keep my name
It
out
sounds
your
like you
mouth.
contradicting yourself,
I'm tired of
bitch.
your dirty
It sounds
tooth
like
ass.
Hey,
I
wait,
don't
Bitch,
wait,
care
keep
if
my
Knotless,
you
name out
want
Knotless,
to
your
be
Knotless,
mouth,
going out here
okay?
Knotless,
dropping all
Knotless,
Bitch, you need to
bitches.
go get
Knotless,
some
I ain't
toothbrush.
telling you one bitch or about to
Knotless,
tell you
Knotless,
seven.
not here.
Listen, I got both of y'all. I got both of y'all. Okay, we're gonna have the conversation.
We ain't gonna have nothing.
Ain't
I'm
no
just
fucking
telling Bree to keep
conversation
my name
because
out her
this
mouth. She wasn't
bitch is
even there.
disrespectful.
You
Okay.
weren't even in that
Bitch,
call.
shut up, bitch.
You
Since I'm
trying to
a
Oh
check
no,
bitch,
me.
no,
Not too
ladies,
much
ladies,
now.
ladies,
since
Not
I'm a
too
ladies,
much.
bitch, you a bitch.
ladies,
Not too
Not too
much,
much, no.
Bree. Not
ladies,
too much, Shorty. Let's not.
ladies. We can't do this in Marlene's
I'm
space.
just saying she wasn't there, so why is she speaking on something she wasn't even there for? It was
And
four other people in that call. Smoke was one, I was one, and I'm not gonna speak on the other people because they not.
okay, ladies, y'all got to respect the space. It's space.
Yeah. I'm a
It's peaceful over here. It's because it's peaceful over here. That wasn't even supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to happen. Marlene does not run her space that way. We could have took and did that, but not here.
But no, Lala, respectfully, her name was brought up. She has the right
Yeah,
to.
she
She
do
has
got
the
the
right
right
to
to
address
defend
herself.
herself. She
Right,
she does
and
have the
she
right to
also hold
defend
on.
herself.
Lala, let me finish. She has she has the right to defend herself. And me being a friend has something to say about my friend, I'm gonna ask questions away as well.
That didn't help. That didn't help
What
at
I
all.
was saying is, I know y'all hear people in my background because
Drop
I am
for
out the
what
family.
reason?
What I was
Drop for
saying
what
is,
reason?
hold on, Smoke.
because
What
Because
I'm
because
it's
saying is,
a
it's
Drop
hold
safe
for
on,
what
space.
Lala.
reason?
Hold
because
on.
it's
I don't even
peaceful
have
over
time. I
here.
have my
And what did I
mother-in-law.
say that wasn't peaceful?
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
told her you do it not too much. That's not peaceful.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying I don't know why Bree is speaking like she was there. Again, Bree,
Because I
the first
can.
time me and you had an interaction,
I don't give a
I'm not
fuck.
going to interrupt you while you speak,
And I'm gonna
and I don't
interrupt you
want you
because I don't give a
interrupting me
fuck.
because you was up here running my
I don't give
name,
a
and
fuck.
5 people
I
told
don't
me.
care.
Okay, y'all could
I
drop her
don't
because
care.
if
And I
not, I'm gonna
told them
turn
that they
all the
could
way
tell me.
up.
I told them that they
Because you
could tell
trying to do
you.
your big one, you
I told them
can't.
they could tell you.
You can't. You
Okay.
can never do your big one with me. You know this. Anyways, I don't know why Bree is
Marlene,
speaking
are
as
you
if
dropping
she.
me?
I don't know
I
why
can't do
she's
the over
speaking as
talking.
if
I really just want not stop doing that shit. Like, are we not supposed to? I don't. Who can't have a conversation respectfully? Her name was brought up. Was it not? Am I wrong for saying that?
No, no.
Okay, so while they're having their back and forth, can y'all
these
just
hoes be really
But
mad on me.
can it be between just those, but
No, she
between
not
Here you
those
even
go
three
again.
alive,
ladies?
la
Here you
la.
go again.
This
I
girl,
know that I know that
Here you go
I don't have
again.
nothing. I don't have nothing to do with that. But
Then why
that
you keep
has
dropping me?
I didn't drop you, baby. I ain't no mom.
what I'm
Then
saying
who
is
I'm
dropped
Bree
not.
me?
don't have
I don't
nothing
know
to do
who's
with it.
dropping you, baby.
Y'all
I'm
taking
not taking
in.
no. Ain't nobody taking nobody's sides. But I just feel
I
like
ain't
that
talking
you
about
and Bree.
size. I'm not talking about size.
Can I ask you,
If I'm
Marlene, who dropped
if
me?
I'm not if I'm not gonna be able to speak, then don't bring my name up. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't bring my name up because one thing I don't do is lie.
Okay, now she
That's one
said.
thing
Why
I
are you
don't
dropping,
do.
Bree?
Because
Y'all
that's
listening
what
to
y'all
a
like to
bitch that's
do.
weird on
Y'all
this
like to
app. Come
drop
on
people
now.
Ain't
when
nobody
people are
dropped you.
talking.
Bree? Hold up, Bree.
No, they asked me a
No, hold
question. They
up,
said,
Bree.
"Why are you dropping?"
I'm gonna say it,
You want
okay?
me to
Because
answer the question or not?
I don't want you to answer nothing because
Because why are we having this
I'm
conversation?
trying
Y'all
to
see how
get
she
control of the
move? I've been trying
conversation.
to tell y'all about her.
Bitch.
And to be honest, I am the one who's dropping everybody one by one because the over talking. Knotless has the right to say what she want to say. She doesn't want you to talk about her. You don't want to address her, but her name was brought up. Smoke came here. She's her friend. Like, please just don't do that off mute over talking bullshit. I can't handle that. I don't operate like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What I'm trying to say is, since my name was brought up, I'm at a graduation. 5 people done reached out to me along with my mutuals, my sister. Bree, I don't understand why you bringing me up in a situation. I know you want to defend your friend, but you wasn't there in that conversation. I never said I didn't mention Black Swan. I said we weren't talking shit about her. It was a 3-minute conversation. T spazzed out and left. Black Swan already addressed it with her. Baby, you bringing late T and wrong T to the table because you're trying to drag my name because you don't like the way I handle you. And the reason why I handle you like that is because you be doing weird shit. There was another VC call where you didn't have no business in and you were asked to leave and you had to be booted out because you couldn't leave. It had nothing to do with you. And you were mad because you didn't like my tone on that colorist shit. Like, Bree, I'm okay with you not liking me, boo. I never gave a fuck. But don't bring my name up into some mess you don't even understand, nor were you there for. I don't know how you know what went on in that car when you weren't in it. Stop lying. You the only
Cause
one lying.
she was on the panel with Black is beautiful. When she went live
Yeah,
to put her 2 cents
exactly.
in, that's how she know.
So I'm just I want everybody to pay attention to how people be meat riding. You talking up here, I sat back and watched like you were there. You were not there. And I've already talked to Black Swan twice. The night that it happened and today, it was already addressed. They asking for a recap, you bringing mess.
Tell
And
the
that's
people
why I
why
don't
you're
fool
really
with you
mad.
because you weird.
And tell the people why you're really mad.
You really
Because
mad
you
because I
came
told you to
into
get up out that VC call where we were handling a situation. A mutual was going through something and I asked you to leave and you didn't want to leave. Then you came back to try to check me on my tone when we asked you to leave and it had nothing to do with you. That's why you mad at me. Because one thing Knowledge don't do is lie. I might be a bitch, but I don't lie. So
That's
don't do that.
exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. You came into a call that you wasn't even invited to. Knowledge told you, why is Bree here? She needs to leave. You didn't like her tone. You left. You came back to try to clock Knotless, and you got checked for it. You got constantly asked to leave, even by the owner of the Discord, and you refused to leave, and a moderator booted you. And that's really what this is about.
Okay, can she respond?
You came into the call talking about, I just want to see what's going on. You weren't invited.
Can she respond? Go ahead.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I respond because I already talked to them about what actually happened. If they want to misunderstood the events of that day and make whatever the fuck they shut up. I was quiet while you was talking. Go back on mute. The fuck?
Who is she talking to?
I'm talking to you.
You hear my mother-in-law in the background. Don't do too much, baby. I didn't even know I was unmuted.
Okay, well I
You doing all that
apologize.
for no
Go back on
reason. See,
mute.
all that steam you got.
I
No
apologize.
reason.
Go back on mute. Cause y'all disrespectful. Like I do have heat. I do have heat because I genuinely felt like it was personal. I took it real personal when the first thing I hear is, Bree, I don't even know why you here. I didn't know. I didn't know that there was a rule about who should be in and out the call. I showed up because I knew that D was involved and D is my sibling. That was the reason why I was on the call. I didn't know that because I wasn't there for whatever live or whatever situation, I couldn't know. So when I heard your tone, I was like, dang, I thought we was cool. Why are you talking to me like that? So I came back to say, you know what? I didn't really appreciate that. And I was going to leave the call. But before I could get more than 2 words out, I hear smoke. And if you think you're going to check Knotless, you're not going to say nothing. That's exactly what they was talking about when you came on this panel talking about you're not going to check XYZ. Nobody came to check anybody. I thought we were cool. I handled it the wrong way. I should have messaged Knotless on the back end. I shouldn't have came back in the call in the first place. I wasn't that pressed to hear what was going on. It wasn't even about staying inside the call. I know, L, we talking about the call because it keeps getting brought up that I felt entitled to be part of the call. It was never about the call. It was the fact that I thought we was cool. I heard a tone. I thought it was personal and I addressed it. And then after the fact, after you kicked me out the Discord, then I hear that you're talking about, oh, Cabri is a buffer for white people. Cabri is a buffer and a coon. Okay, fine. So you're still talking about me. You still feel some type of way. It is what it is. So that's always what it's been. And if that's always what it's been, then keep it a stack.
And a sweet tea.
Is that all? Is that it?
All I want to say is that
I'm not listening to nothing you say, baby, because you already showed yourself to be weird.
Okay,
you're lying
cool.
about
and it wasn't for you.
not
It wasn't
being
for
pressed.
you.
You were
and
very pressed in that
I
call.
wasn't done. And it wasn't for you in the first place. It was for whoever else want to know what's going on, right? Because y'all tried to paint a picture like people don't know me.
You can make that a law.
Trust me, they know you, baby.
I was in the chat. Addressing Knotless because of the reason why I came back in the phone call. I wasn't slick until people were screaming over top of me. Only person I got slick with was Smoke. I told Smoke she was irrelevant because in that situation, it wasn't between me and her, but she inserted herself. Like it wasn't between me and her. It was between me and Knotless, and she inserted herself like she does. And that's okay. That's what friends do. So it is what it is. But in that situation, I feel
like you inserted yourself in a VC call. And we
I
told
inserted
you to
myself in a
leave.
VC call. I want to know what was going on.
It was none of your business, and I told you
Okay,
that.
and I guess I
If
know
she's
that. But at
done,
the
I
end
would
of the
like
day,
to
if I'm gonna
talk.
be
The
nosy and I
tone
want to
that
know
you
what's
got was
going
because
on,
one of the
then
mutuals
that's
was
what
in
it is. Like,
distress.
people are nosy. You're nosy.
I'm not
Everybody
nosy, baby.
nosy.
What don't concern me, I don't be
Everybody
trying to be a
nosy.
part of. You ain't gonna never catch me in a VC call where it ain't got nothing to do with me. The only time I come up is when
Y'all
motherfuckers
should
like
have made it
you
a
put
private
my
call. If
name
it
in their
was
mouth.
private,
That's
it
it.
Can
wasn't
I
private. It was in
say
a
something if
Discord.
she's done?
Go ahead.
No, the part that you're leaving out, Bree, is that when you came
Clock it.
back into call to try to correct knowledge, she
Came in
wasn't
there
even in.
slick as hell.
She wasn't even
Hold
in the
on, L.
call.
Hold on, L.
She
Hold on.
wasn't even.
Smoke, I'm sorry. L, it's only one mic here. Everybody's getting a turn to express how they feel. Thank you so much. Go ahead. Honestly, I thought we were supposed to be in California, but go ahead, Smoke.
Yeah, the part you're leaving out is when you came back in the call to try to check Knotless, she wasn't even in the call. So then I had to speak up because she wasn't even there. That's the part that you're leaving out. And I said to you, I said, who's going to check her, boo? That is what I said to you. And then we constantly asked you 10 times after that to leave, but you wanted to assert your dominance. So you refused to leave. And the moderator had to boot you. That's what happened. And I care less about you calling me. I care less about you calling me irrelevant
Well, you are, so it is what
because
it is.
you're also
You are
irrelevant as
irrelevant.
well.
You are
You're also
irrelevant.
irrelevant. You make light skin your
I
whole
didn't.
personality, ma'am.
I don't.
You are
That's
most
your
definitely not
opinion.
in the same realm as
That's
me.
your
Every
opinion.
chance you get, you bring up your light skinnedness. Please, ciao.
That's a lie.
I
Anyway,
really just want Bree to keep my name out her mouth because
if
I don't
when
hold
I don't need to
grudges.
bring you up, I won't.
Baby. Let me say this because I
When I
gotta
don't
go
need
because
to
I'm
bring you
done
up,
with
I won't
this.
bring
I'm
you up.
done with this. I just want
Then
you to
be
keep my name
done.
out your mouth because I said what I said to you and I meant it. I said what I said about you and I meant
Okay,
it. I
that's
just
fine.
want you to know this from the horse's mouth. You are weird to me. I told
Nay, bitch. I don't give a fuck. All
Watch your
right,
fucking
on
mouth,
that
ho.
note,
Wait a
I
minute,
don't
Watch your
care.
Bree.
mouth, ho.
I don't care. Yeah. Take my mod
Stop.
powers. I'm
Stop.
out. Y'all have a good night. No, because y'all wanted me to sit here and have a conversation with
No,
them, knowing that they was gonna
and
act like this. This is the conversation that we had last time. I already had this conversation with them. Now let me explain something.
I'm just saying you brought my name up,
The
baby.
reason
5
why
people
I
just
didn't
told
bring you
me.
up,
Yes, you
but I
did.
did mention
They
why I thought you were a
specifically said
liar.
you said my
I
name.
didn't bring you
I'm
up,
not gonna bring
but
their
I
names
did
up,
say why I
but the
thought you could
5
be
people, it
lying
don't
about
matter. My
something.
name was brought up, and
I
that's the
didn't
only
bring
time
you
you're
up,
gonna
but I
see
did
me.
speak on you. There's two
Yeah, you
different
did. My
things.
name was
I
brought
didn't
up.
bring you up, but I spoke
That's
on
my
you.
name.
And
My
if I
name
need
was
to
brought
speak on you,
up,
I'm gonna do it. And if you feel some type of way, then do something about it.
baby. Listen. You want to tussle so bad.
I
I've
don't
already
want to
told you
tussle.
what
I'm
it
just
is.
saying, like you're talking to me over
You're
TikTok.
doing too much.
You're talking to me over
It's not that
TikTok.
deep.
Hold on.
wait a
Hold
second.
on. Hold on.
You're doing way too much, baby.
It's
It
just
ain't
an
that deep.
app. It's not that serious. You're doing a
It
lot.
really ain't, because I don't know why you running my name. I said what I
Because
said
you
about
came
you. I
up.
was
You
upfront
came
and
up and I said what
honest.
I said.
You was weird, and you keep bringing my name because you want to
That's
do
your
your big one.
opinion.
You'll
That's
never
your
do your big one,
opinion.
me, baby. You gonna
That's
make
your
yourself
opinion.
look like a
You
fool.
were, you were running
Here's
her
the
name.
thing.
Hold on, y'all.
So here's my
Knotless.
problem.
Hold on. No. Again, I thought we were supposed to be in California. I don't. The Discord thing came here for other reasons. I understand that.
We're not in California. They wanted to come up to address me about comments that I made.
Hold
Oh my
on.
god.
That's the reason that we were originally calling you for Knotless to see what happened on the back end.
And I can tell you what happened on the back end, but the moment I get 5, 6 people DMing me while I'm at my cousin's graduation talking about somebody mentioning my name, and then I come in on another account and hear, like,
Yeah.
bro, you brought me up for no reason. Like, the situation that happened, you had nothing to do with it. I don't know why you trying to tell these people about something you were not a part of yet again, trying to insert yourself in business that don't got nothing to do with you. The first time me and you had an interaction, it was because you was trying to insert yourself in something that had nothing to do with you. And I asked why you were there. Because a mutual of mine was in distress. Yes, reasons why you got the tone you got. I made that very clear when me and you spoke. You're mad because you want to try to tone police me, and you can't do that. I'm like this on and off the app. You need to ask my mama. She on this app too. She'll let you know that. I don't try to play tough. I don't have to do that. Now, if you don't like the way I talk to you, just stay from around me. Don't fuck with me, block me, whatever you got to do to make yourself feel comfortable. But bringing my name up and thinking I'm not going to step is not it. Because I
Yeah.
was done with that. I was done with that after me and you spoke. You rehashing shit because you felt like you needed to do your big one. You don't like me, whatever the case may be. Cool.
You gotta make sure.
Now that shit that happened with T, that shit that happened with
Can we
T
move
was
on from that?
already. Hold on.
Okay.
No, because my name was brought up, and I'm gonna say
No,
what I
and I
gotta
get you.
say.
I get you. I got you.
I'm gonna say what I gotta
I'm
say
listening.
because I'm tired
I'm
of
listening.
this.
My bad.
What I'm saying is the situation that happened with Black is Beautiful. You were not there, so you can't account to what was said, what wasn't said. You're only hearing it from your friend. I've already spoken to Black Swan. What you think you know, you don't know. Mind your business. That's what happened when you don't mind your business. You lie, you make up stories, you dragging bones, you carrying bones. That's cool. I need you to stop doing that, Bree. That causes harm. You gotta stop it. Now I'm gonna let y'all know what went on, but I gotta wait till I get home because I'm in the car with people.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I just.
That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted, boo.
For sure she did. For sure she did.
That's all we wanted, mama. That's all we wanted was that California story.
And I'm gonna give it to y'all real raw when I get home. I can't do it right now though, because I'm out
Yes,
and about.
ma'am.
Mm-hmm. But I promise y'all I'm gonna give y'all a tee and it ain't no lies involved. Cause I don't lie.
Okay. That's all we wanted. I sure hate that all this happened though.
I do. I hate to see this, but I also want to get the opportunity to just let people say what they got to say. Shit, this is what real life is. We have disagreements. We're not going to talk about that shit no more, right? So, and Bree, I'm going to talk to you off app. Yeah, we're going to find out what happened. We're going to find out what happened in Kelly. And I agree, and respectfully, I agree that for that too, Maceo, because me and my best friend, we go together. Okay, we both getting mug shots. So
no, it's not even like that.
I didn't mean it like that. No, because I'm the one who said that. I'm the one who said that, and nah. You should. Mm-hmm. You should come swinging for you. Should it's come swinging for your homegirl.
And I feel like it's okay to pull up your friends and pull up your acquaintances when they're wrong, right? And so I feel like if that's what went on, then there's a real fucking problem. And I really hate to see it. And like I said, I don't know what's worse. If that was a made up story or if she actually did it, like, I don't know what would be a worse circumstance.
Trust and believe it wasn't a made up story. She went to California and she did what she did. And it's some more other shit too. But like I said, I'm gonna wait until I get home because like I'm around people right now. I'm just coming from graduation. My mother-in-law is in the car.
Yeah.
My man is in the car. My baby is in the car. Like, nah. Not right now.
Give the baby our congratulations on graduating top 10 and
top 10.
I love that. But Lala, I told you, me and my best friend, we cross state lines, baby.
Baby, because
we don't play about each other.
I'm coming fucked up behind my friend too.
So,
I am too.
Okay.
I am too. But then also I'm gonna let my friend come in and address that. If you know,
that was already known, and Smoke said that when she came up here, she got her questions in. She's at the end of the day, she's like, I don't know anything about that. Knotless came and talked about it, so I don't know how that got missed.
It's more to it than
No, I don't. Yeah, because I was there, and I don't like to bring other people's names up, and neither do Smoke.
I'm finna teach you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in the back end. We all saw what happened in Living Color right here. She got her questions asked.
But
ready to go?
Just nobody gonna stop me from stepping for mine, and that's that. That's really what that is. It's just not gonna happen. As I expect for everybody else to step for theirs, and that's how.
Gonna go home.
All on the curb and shit.
Who's stepping for you, girl? I don't know, but you better get.
That's a good question, Uptown. Yeah.
You better get you a friend, because me
If
and
they
mine,
if they don't step for you, I don't want them.
we rose together. Okay,
Bitch me,
Lala,
hoe. The fuck? How
Lala,
is you cool? How
you
is you cool? Bitch
who you
me.
talking to? Huh?
Nikki.
Oh, I'm so.
Tell myself who gonna step for
Okay.
her, bitch me, hoe. The fuck?
Y'all know I be on my fairy stick. You gotta keep me up to date.
How
You
is
talking
you
to me?
cool? Is you
Listen.
motherfucking cool? Is you cool?
Mm-hmm. Lala, you already know what happened. How my best friends show up.
Nah, 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 nah.
So
It's just the more back end shit that I just don't even care to
yeah,
address.
we're not even gonna talk about. That's it.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care to
That's it.
address it. So
I don't
that's and
know.
now
I
I'm
want to
leaving
know
it
what happened
alone.
in Cali. I don't care about none of
That
that.
exactly. That's what I want to know. That was finna be my next sentence.
Yeah,
You
that was the only
snatched it
thing.
out my mouth. You snatched it off my tongue. That's all I got to say about that. I don't give a finnuck about nothing but what happened in.
We better
Bitch, I
get
am
you.
nosy.
Right, but if
Okay,
people are
nobody said
messaging us and saying that people are in here bringing up our name, we have to address that.
No,
mm-hmm. I get it.
and I get you, and I get you, and she did say that you can go back and tell them, blase blase. She did. I ain't even gonna hold you. She
Because I
did say
don't
that.
expect anything less. I already know how everything goes. You know, if I'm gonna say something, I have to stand on it or whatever. Like, or be held accountable, whatever it is. But you know, I was like, I already know somebody gonna go back and say. So go ahead and say what you gotta
So can
say.
you hold yourself accountable as to why you brought up my name and said that I lied about a
Right.
situation you wasn't there
And one
for?
you've already
Because you definitely weren't
apologized
there.
No,
for.
no,
You
no,
definitely
no.
weren't
Hold
there
on,
The only
hold on.
thing
after
One night though,
Black
that y'all
Swan
can't
ended
jump
her
on her like
live.
that now.
I don't feel jumped.
She
So
ended her
it is what
live, and
it
me and
is.
her
They can say what they want to
had a
say.
conversation on my live, and I spoke with her today,
That's just
and she can attest to what I said. I let it be known that I brought Black Swan up, but the way Black is Beautiful tried to spin it because she was caught in accountability is what I had a problem with. Cause I don't have no beef with Black Swan to say that she was talking about her dirty, because she never did that. So why would I say that? So to the fact that you came up here saying that is weird. Like don't speak on me like that, cause I don't have to do that. Y'all know I come to people directly. Bree, I come to you directly. It's never been that. So for you to try to run my name and do all this weird stuff because you have a personal issue with me about the way I spoke to you, I don't like that. That ain't real.
Especially one that you have apologized for because you said you was in your
Bambi, I
feelings.
didn't want to block you. It's just you was sending me the lives, and I can't go to the lives
You
because I gotta
apologized
block
for this
them.
situation already, so I don't even know where this energy is coming
I didn't
from.
apologize to you. I apologized to
I
Knotless
didn't ask
because,
you to apologize
yeah,
to
I
me.
don't. So I
I
don't.
said you
I still
apologized
think you're
about the
irrelevant. I still
situation.
think you're
And I
irrelevant. I still
still
don't want to
think
talk
that
to you.
you are
So then stop
irrelevant
talking
as
to me.
well and that your
So
teeth
stop
are
talking to me
dingy.
then.
So I still think
So stop
that.
talking to me then.
So we still think
Hey,
things.
hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
So then
hey,
stop
hey.
talking
So
to me.
I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what are
And
you
I don't
talking about?
care.
Apologies. You don't even know
Brush
what you're
your bottom
talking about.
teeth.
What I apologize for?
You apologize for being emotional. That's what you apologize for. You said that you were in your feelings when you came back in that call. That's what you apologize for.
Oh, for not reading the room. Okay, yeah, I apologize for that. I did because I didn't need to come back into the call. All I needed to do was address her personally because that's how she do. But also, she was like, "Don't address me." So it was like there was no win. Like whether I addressed on the back end or whatever, it didn't matter. It was
Hey, I was gonna say outline, but I just feel like this needs to be said. Sometimes we have biases when it comes to our friends, and when they tell us something, we can definitely ride for our friend and see how things look that way. But Knotless literally just said that she had a conversation with Swan, and I think that part wasn't told to you.
yeah. I don't know.
To be honest,
Yeah,
like
that part wasn't told to you because it
yeah,
happened over my live. I saw y'all whole interaction and in T's space, Black Swan came up, then you came up, and then Faisal came up because you remember she turned the comments off. Because she turned them comments off, we couldn't respond, and she did that for a reason.
Oh
That
no, I turned the comments
conversation,
off.
that conversation started in a Discord, and she left and took it to the app, and that's why we here, because she took it to the app and started crying, and she needed backup because I called her out on what she was doing, and I let her know it's people around you that kiki in your face and DM me on the back end, talk about how much of a coon you are and a buffer. I'm just real enough, you know what I'm saying, to tell you to your face how I feel. I'm not one of them. And she didn't like what I said. She started crying and she went live about it. That's what happened. That conversation didn't even last 5 minutes. So all of that you think was said was not even said.
That tiny.
That's the
Janae, who was
truth.
calling her a
It was
buffer and a
other
coon
people
behind
in
her
that
back?
call that I can bring in to attest to everything that I'm saying. Not only Smoke was there, but other people were there as well. It was a call full of people. So like, to be dragging my name on a lie, like, you could do better than that. You could just flat out say, I don't fuck with Knotless, I don't like her, and I'll be
I
cool
said
with
that
that. But
also. I said
don't
that
try
too.
to lie on me. You
I said
feel
all those
me?
things.
And my apologies for the cussing, but I'm just saying, you could have done better than that. You could have been like, I don't like Knotless. She talked to me this way and that way, and let it be that. You didn't have to do that.
No, I thought you was lying because from what I heard, you said that you
That's
never
what I'm
brought up
saying. You
Black
didn't even
Swan.
come to me and ask me anything. You just
Because you was
assumed
done with me.
and
You
you
told me to
ran with
stay
it.
away. You didn't want to talk to me no more. You didn't booted me from the
You
Discord.
ran with it
Everything.
though.
We're
You
not
still
speaking.
ran with it. I would have never done you like that. Like I said, after my conversation with you,
You
I
ain't
was
ran
done.
with it, but I heard that you
I
called me
had
a
no
buffer
more
and a
conversations
coon.
with you. I called you that to your face.
No, you said that people think I'm a coon. You said that like a month ago, but recently you calling me a buffer or a
I
coon,
called you that
and
to
the
your
call that not
face.
even
Anything I
end.
do is direct. You know that. Y'all know that. I don't duck no
All right.
smoke, and I don't
Anyway,
hide why. That's why y'all mad
I
about
wanted to say that I'm the one who turned off her comments because she was going back and forth with the comments and needed to be shut down. Also, you tried to pull me up on your live and said that I was kicking with Black is Beautiful or whatever you perceive that conversation to be, because I told
Hey,
her
just let me get
that
it.
just because
Please
somebody
do.
thinks that she's a
We
coon
here
doesn't mean
listening
that
on
she is
this.
one.
This is my level.
Y'all felt some type of way about whatever conversation I had
I ain't hear
in
nothing
Black
you
is
said. Hold
Beautiful's
on, honey.
life.
Hold on. Let me get out this
All
truck.
right.
Well, if you mod for somebody who's a known racist, don't that make you a coon?
It could.
And
Except they're
then you
all
go
racist, right?
visit,
If you mob for any white people and they're racist.
and you go visit that coon, that
Now I
that
ain't know
that
about that.
racist.
Right. So
Does
I
that
didn't
not
know
make
about
you a
that.
coon?
that's what I'm saying. I think some pieces got left out, Cabria.
There's
I
a lot
think.
of pieces that have been left out, and that's why
Hmm.
I said, like, I don't want to be associated with that if that's the case.
When when the conversation came up to Black is Beautiful about her being a coon and being a buffer, it was a 3-minute conversation, and she left the call. And at that moment, she was at Davina house. At that moment,
But then also, you remember you don't remember the situation with Black is Beautiful with the whole Lola thing though.
Who's
I don't know who the
Lola?
fuck Lola is. Who is that?
I don't know
That's
who Lola is
I
either.
have her
unknown
picture.
racist.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember her, Smoke?
Oh yeah, she was a
The
white tea supremacist,
YT,
of course.
yeah, she would come up and she would say white power and this that and the third, and she'll talk about black people, da 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 da. Black is Beautiful had that live, what we called out Lola, and then after the live was done, she went on Lola's panel. I was there. I
Mm-hmm.
was there, and she said, "I apologize that you didn't have an opportunity to speak." I hopped up that hoe
Yeah,
so
that's right. I
goddamn
remember that.
fast. I hopped up that hoe so motherfucking fast. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, are you
Child.
okay? So it's not far fetched that she went over there eating cave coochie. I'm just saying.
Oh wow.
Right. See, Bree? This shit, man. Mm-mm.
What had happened? I'm sorry.
No, she
You remember the whole Lola thing?
Yeah, I ran that little goofy hoe off the app. Sure did.
Yeah, but do you remember?
To
Do
fuck
you
with everybody
remember?
black on the top.
But listen, but do you remember when Black is Beautiful had that panel where Lola came up? Do you remember
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah, and so after that live had ended, she went to Lola's live and apologized to her, and I had to come up there and check her. Cause what is you doing?
I remember that.
Cause
So
what is you doing? So I mean, but you know this
where
y'all.
I lie at though, Lala? Where did I lie? Where did I just
I
want to
don't know,
figure out where to lie
baby. I don't know. I fuck with both of y'all.
at? So
Hold on, hold on.
I fuck with both of y'all.
Here's where the lie is, Knotless. All the information is not given. Like
what
me and my friend,
information? What information?
all the information that's being passed to Bree by her friend is not from both sides. You
The
know,
information that's being passed by Bree is from somebody that's still ducking and running, right? Because she don't want nobody to know.
she
You
don't.
know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I'm
These
saying.
things.
She's
And I
only.
saw her on your live ducking and hiding too that day you was cooking. I saw that too. That was right after she had did the whole and then tried to weaponize unaliving herself. Like, bro, like, y'all be too quick to run off at the flappers line and cooning, and then when somebody call you out on it,
It's the throwing rocks and hiding hands that I don't fuck with.
that's what it is. Because
Bitch, I
immediately after
threw.
she left that Discord, she went live, and Black Swan came up there, felt sorry for her because she was crying.
Hold
Nobody
on.
said nothing bad to her. I can understand, and I can be rough at the mouth. All I said was, it's other people jumping in my DMs saying that you was a buffer and you a coon and they kicking in your face every day. I ain't even say them by name because I don't put other people in shit. I said, I'm just real enough to tell you how I feel about you to your face. Like, that's how I feel about you. You MySpaces for Davina. Davina is harmful. And then somebody in that call, I'm not going to say no names, let me know the tea about her actually going to Davina's house for her birthday. So, like, all around, you rotten
No, so you at
shit.
home?
No, I'm in my mother-in-law's house. I'm in the bathroom.
Oh, tell us the story real quick.
That's what she doing.
Yeah,
Let
you
me shut
you
up.
you told everybody you was going on vacation. Whole time you went to Davina house. No telling what y'all did over there because you asked and talk. When you go on vacation, when you come back, you talk about your experiences. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I did this. Oh, I drank that. It'll be all on your account. No, you probably went over there to eat some. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't, you didn't want nobody to know you went over there to Davina house. And then she lied in that Discord and said, well, I be eating down on white folks. I said, no, you don't. They eat you up and you cry, have you crying on your own live. That's the reason why you don't go live like that no more. That's the only thing I said to her. I ain't even cuss at the girl. And I think she spazzed out when I called her a coon because that's what I think of her. And I would never lie to her about that.
Yeah, because if you came to my live, when she came up
She
here.
blocked me on my other account in your live. So
Yeah,
I couldn't come up. On
yeah,
my
she
Bunnet
said that
and
somebody
Blunt
called her tap
accounts,
dancer. Mm-hmm.
she blocked me. The one with the bunnet on, she blocked me. That because she don't want nobody to know this. Like, I'm not the type of person that's gonna chase you around the app. Not the type of person that's gonna spread your business. But the moment you put lie and associate that with me, I'm gonna spill all the beans. Don't play with me.
And
Please don't do that.
she could take the information that was being given to her and unpack it. There's ways that you can fix that. You can listen to lives and see if you buffer for people and work on that. But she wouldn't take the information and she went live to spread lies.
Ooh, child. Mm-mm-mm.
So, baby.
And
Earlier.
I told Black
Yes.
Swan, and Black Swan was flabbergasted. She was like, I
My
told her,
flabbers are gasted.
she was like, I didn't know Davina was harmful. Knotless, you should have told me. Like, I be busy, like doing it. I don't be really online like that, like y'all think I do. I don't be, on this motherfucker like that. For one thing, my ass stay banned. But she didn't even know. So the girl ran just lying to motherfuckers like, stop lying. You ain't got a lot of kicking bookies.
Child, y'all keep putting y'all trust in flat face. Like, she's so truthful. Like she's so truthful, and all her flat face ass do is sit up there and lie. She be knowing what the fuck be going on. She be playing in your face.
Who is
She
Fat
mad
Face?
because somebody called.
Think
Everybody too
about it.
scared to call her out because she
Think
be
about it. Ain't
trying
nobody scared to call. Ain't nobody scared to call Black Swan flat face ass out. Ain't nobody scared to call her out.
I don't know who it was that went live and had
The list,
that
her
list with
ass should have been on
the
there.
raccoons
Yeah, she
Oh,
should have
she
been
and
right
on there.
next
stuff.
to you. Knotless, she right next to you.
Oh,
She
Nick.
should
okay.
have
It
been
was
on there.
several people in the chat when we was going live talking about it. Kiki and that mentioned her name, and them the same people that I dropped
The
in my
list.
DMs. But I didn't want to name them because I don't put people I don't put people names in the mix when I'm addressing shit because that to me is just that's foul.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't do stuff like that. But
Honestly,
I
Dream.
did. I did let it be known that I didn't feel comfortable being in that Discord with her, knowing how shaky she moved.
Yeah, Dream, she not gonna come
Bria,
in here.
you gonna have to start getting the whole story before you just jump off the muscle to defend somebody and don't know all the pieces. That was my only issue up in here, because you in here saying, well, Knowledge this and Knowledge that. Knowledge ain't never lied on this app. One thing I don't do is lie. I might cuss your ass out. I may say some wild shit to you. I might talk to you rough, but I ain't gonna lie. Oh, Knowledge, you said X, Y, and Z. If anything, I'm gonna stand on what I said. And that has been known across this app. Like I told you about Nuggets right before you had that debacle with Brats and all of them. I told you, but you explained why you was doing what you was doing, and I left it alone. I left it alone. Your burger look good.
This motherfucker so South Dally.
Yeah,
It's
but
so South Dally.
Bree, not Bree. Shit, Dream. She's not gonna come in here. She's not gonna come in here, and that's fine. Because I know people watch from the outside of the club. It's cool, but
Maybe Bree can get her to come in here.
I don't. I don't think she's gonna come in here. She's gonna feel jumped on, and based on patterns, it's gonna be a whole emotional live afterwards. I'm not fucking with people. I'm gonna go set back off the app. All this, that, and the third. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's up?
just because I know her, I wouldn't bring her in here. Not at 1 o'clock in the morning. I
Yeah.
personally don't have the energy to deal with what might come of that. But if y'all want to have a conversation tomorrow or another day, then we can do that. And honestly, y'all are right. I do jump the gun. Like, people don't know about my off app relationships to people who I get close to and I share stuff with and have personal stuff with, just like y'all have your own people and everything. And there are things that I won't defend. There are things that I'm cool with checking my friends about. I don't ride with everything that my people do. And I have to chill out. But, like the app, I don't take the stuff too serious. I do run my mouth and I will run my mouth. And that's going to get me in trouble. And it has got me in trouble. Like real talk. I have gotten myself into some shit and like physically, like I have gotten into some shit because I be running my mouth. I say what I want to say or what I feel like I need to say. But also I be trying to bury stuff. I don't try to carry it. It's just, it looked like a lie. If I'm seeing that I think something is a lie, like I was like, I don't know. Cause somebody said, oh, Knotless said this. And I said, she was like, why would she make that up? And I said, I don't know, because Knotless did lie about this thing. That's how it came up. But if you weren't lying about the thing, then I misspoke. And I spoke on you incorrectly. So y'all don't have to hear that shit if you don't want to, but that's just me owning that. Cause if I spoke on you incorrectly and I said that you be lying and you wasn't lying the whole time, then I fucked up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
What the fucked up part is your friend brought you in this bullshit.
I'm so. What part
You don't
is?
gotta don't okay
In it,
accountability.
like she
That's
brought
barely
Black Swan in,
accountability.
and I had to explain to Black Swan in my live. I was like, "Don't let her lie to you. Your name was not drugged
And
in there."
Faisal. And Faisal.
Yeah, in Faisal, I said your name was not drugged. Nobody said you said nothing about her. I said I had a conversation with you when she used to go live because she was up there letting the white ops eat her up. And I said, Black Swan, she gonna have to choose a side. Either she gonna be pro-black or whatever it is she talk about in these topics, or she gonna be scary. And all Black Swan said is agreed, and nothing else was said. Nothing else. Black Swan wasn't talking shit about her. For what? What? For what?
Bree, Cabria, I do commend you for your accountability though.
Who is Dex? I see nothing but YT people on the screen.
I don't know what a Dex is, but I just want y'all to not. I don't want to be commended. I feel
No,
sick. I feel annoyed. I'm frustrated.
No, and I get that. I get
the whole thing. The whole thing is really frustrating. You know, because I don't even like, and I said this several times. Like even when we were having a conversation, even when she was going back and forth with Smoke and Knowledge, I was like, I don't even have anything to say about them other than the situation because I genuinely felt like that shit was personal. You know, I was like, I don't have anything bad to say about either of them. But I don't like how she was being treated, or I didn't like how she was being treated. It looked like as bad as she was saying it was. And then to find out that bitches might have been flying out to California to see the same bitch that I warned her about months ago, somebody who is dangerous, somebody who is a YT supremacist.
Juan said the same thing when she talked to me today. She said she told her about Davina.
Yeah, I said that.
And she still hangs around with her. She still mods in her space. And she went to go see her.
And, you know, she wasn't treated. It was a 3-minute conversation. And the only thing that I asked her, do you moderate for any white folks? And I said, do you still moderate for Davina? That was the only question that I asked her. That's it.
Can you explain who Davina is? There's some people who don't know who she is.
Davina is somebody on this app who calls herself Holding Lives, where she talk about racism with white folks. But she's been very racist herself. She's even tried to dox a black woman by calling SWAT. I think it was SWAT. I think it was SWAT or
SWAT and CPS. It was her
and CPS.
Yes, I think.
Right.
Wow.
Black Swan told me that today
really
too.
A problem.
Black Swan told me that today too.
I don't know if you were there, but
Davina called. Davina tried to get people to call the cops on Jamal as well. Yeah.
Child. Always hollering about everybody can't come. Girl, look like you gonna be the one left. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, with you in the commentary, like I really.
It's the real shit though, Bree. You know I don't have time for that bullshit. It is what the fuck it is. I feel like
y'all sipping and kikiing. I'm over here.
Because just when when you're in a pro-black space and people are modding for white folks, you're going to get side-eye. And that's really what it's about. And Bree, I think you got side-eye because you were moderating for Nuggets. And people told you how Nuggets was problematic. And you were saying, oh, well, I moderated because I'm keeping an eye on her.
I'm still a mod for Nuggets.
So people side at you.
No, I don't really be over there, but I understand being side-eyed. That was the conversation that me and Knotless had last time, was that I feel like y'all have a right to side-eye me. Y'all have a right to check me and ask me questions. I don't feel like anybody is above reproach. If I'm doing something shady and you think that shit is shady, you have a right as somebody in my community to come to me and say, I think that's shady.
Bria, here's the...
You better not be flying out to where she at and go eating no cave.
No, I'm not doing no shit.
Here's the thing, though, Bria.
I don't rock with them like that. It's not even like that. I literally...
Here's the thing, though, Bria. What she was banking on is because she know a lot of motherfuckers on this app don't like me because of who I am on this app and how I talk to people. And it's only because when they come in my space they be disrespectful if they have done something to me personally. She was banking on that bandwagon because, people on this app love to do that. They only do they big when if somebody else say they don't like you. That's what she was banking on. So that's the reason why she cried like she did and said, you said I said this. And she knew damn well I didn't. And the way that she used the way that she used her platform, she silenced the chat because she didn't want it to be said. She wanted to spin the narrative the way she did it. And I just wish people really just start really listening to people and seeing how they move on this app. Because nothing that I said was false. Even I tried to warn you about Nuggets a while back. Do you remember our conversation?
I already know how Nuggets roll.
I remember you saying, well, I do that because I'm investigating or whatever you said you did.
No, not investigating, because I know that Black people go in her space. And so I be in her space to protect other Black people who come in her space.
Yeah, but I was trying to warn you how that looks to people that do these topics, how it looks when they see you in their space, when they see you in there, whatever, and then all that shit blew up with Bratz and all of them and all of that other shit.
Yeah, so the stuff with Bratz was kind of separate. Me and Bratz have a history, and I don't really
understand y'all history. I already know about y'all history, but they just added an extra layer. But I told you how I felt about that as well. I directly told you, did I not?
Yeah, you did. Okay, and I told you I respect that.
That's a pattern of mine. Like, I literally go to people. When Black Swan asked about why her name was mentioned, I want to let you know straightforward. I told her that night. So I was so confused why you came up here and was like, well, Knotless this. Y'all so quick to jump on a Knotless hate train because y'all see a lot of people don't like me. And
no, that's what I don't jump on. Here's the thing. That's where I think that me and you have miscommunication, because I don't jump on hate trains.
Yeah, you was all tough just now.
I didn't do a hate train.
And cussing and calling me a bitch. She was lying about one thing, and I thought she was lying about something else. I didn't even cuss you out. You can't. When I came in the space, you was in an uproar, baby. And I still had the same tone. I didn't call you out of your name or none of that. You had all this animosity in your chest when I came into the space when you realized I was here. You heard my mother-in-law in the background and you thought it was me and was like, bitch, go on mute. Woo, 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 woo.
You had already called me a bitch before that.
You had all of that. That was before. I'm talking about
you called me out my name before I called you
in this conversation. That was past. I'm talking about in this conversation.
I'm talking about in this conversation too. You called me
in this conversation.
You called me out my name first.
With heat, Bookies.
I came with heat after you came with heat.
No, I didn't. I came up to address you for putting my name in your mouth.
Yeah, and I doubled down.
The things that you were saying before I got in here let me know that you hopped on the hate train too, because you in here saying, well, Knotless a liar, and Knotless this, and Knotless ain't never been known to be no liar. Never.
Right. So I'm going to tell you this again. I don't hop on hate trains. Never if I don't like you, I don't like you for my own personal reasons.
In the 5 years I've been on this app, I've never been known to lie. If
Maybe it's because I'm stuck on the directives, the things that you're saying specifically.
If I say fucked up shit, everybody know I stand on it. Can nobody hold me accountable because I hold myself accountable? A lot of people like to hide and say, well, I didn't mean it that way. No, when I say something, I fucking mean it, whether it's harmful or not. And that's why they don't like me. And you jump on you can not like me for whatever your reasons are, but don't ever lie on me. And I felt like you was up here lying on me. That's the reason.
I didn't lie on you. I explained where the lie came from.
You did.
I said that you lied about Black Swan.
I never lied.
I said based on that lie. Okay, and that's been cleared up.
Black Swan, though.
And that's been cleared up.
I never lied about Black, but you still ran with a narrative that was false.
So why are you still bringing it up?
I'm bringing it up because you lied on me.
I was lied to. Because I was told that you said that you never brought up Black Swan
before you start running my name. That is the example that I'm trying to give you.
Well, it happened. So what you want me to do? Build a time machine?
No, what I'm saying is stop doing that. Because that's how you're gonna cause friction.
Okay, there was already friction.
No. You had friction, baby. I let it go. Once I said what I said to you.
Yeah, you let it go after you called me all types of weird bitches.
I called you a weird bitch because I didn't no longer want to take space with you. You were antagonizing everybody there.
No, I wasn't.
We had cleared
up. Yes, you were.
I thought we cleared up too.
Hold on. I thought we cleared up who the culprit is.
We cleared up who the culprit is, but I need Bree to stop that weird ass behavior. That's weird what you did. What you came up in here and did was weird. 5 to 6 people let me know.
I don't give a fuck about that.
But you got to stop doing that because now you look untrustworthy. Now you look shaky.
That's fine. Here's the thing.
Okay, well, just shut your mouth.
No, I don't have to shut my mouth. You
got to because you being messy.
I don't have to.
You being messy.
Everybody's messy.
No, I'm
Who are
not.
Messy
you?
boots.
Who are you?
You're being messy. You
Who are
sitting up here
you
saying
though?
stuff about people
But who
that
are
ain't true.
you?
You don't know the facts on it. So you
And
just
I
lying.
apologize. I took accountability for that because
And
I
it's
messed
okay.
up.
I accept your apology. I don't hold no grudges. But
That's
I just
fine. So
want you
why are
to
you bringing
know,
it up? It
black
just
woman
happened like
to
20
black
minutes
woman,
ago.
that ain't cute. Let it go.
All
Stop
right. So
doing
what
that.
you want me to recant?
You keep doing that.
You
No,
want
I
me to
want you to
recant?
stop doing. When you apologize, you change that behavior. You don't keep doing the same shit you apologize for.
Don't I have to clock the behavior to stop
No,
doing it?
baby. When you apologize for something, you're remorseful. You don't want to do
Don't I
that
have to
anymore.
clock the behavior? Don't I
No,
have
I
to know
need you
what
to
the behavior
understand what I'm
is?
saying.
Do
If I
you
apologize to
understand? Do you
you,
understand how any of this
if I
works?
apologize to you for something, I'm never gonna do that to you again. That is what I'm saying.
So I think
Okay.
now
So
we
if I
just
lie
If
to
you
moving
keep
remove,
moving
if
doing the
I
same
forward.
things
Hold on,
over and
hold
okay,
on,
over,
hold
right.
that
on,
you
hold on, hold
So
on,
what
apologize
is the
hold
for.
on, hold on,
behavior?
hold on. So let's see how it moves from here. Let's see how it moves from here.
What I'm saying is, don't
You
keep on
definitely got bad
apologizing, Bree.
intel. Listen, what I see on this app, like people be using this friend word too fucking loose at the end of the goddamn day.